Hello Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jules and this is Hidden Jules Tarot. We are going to get into your 2026 reading. We're going to look at some of the astrology. I'm going to pull a tarot card for each month, but we are going to get an overarching archetype real fast here. Okay, the crone is going to be your theme for 2026, and we'll get into the book for that because there's a lot of archetypes. I haven't memorized every single one. I know that the crone is a part of the, like, the three parts of Hecate, though. It's the mother, the maiden, and the crone is typically in the wiser years of the journey. So there definitely could be something around wisdom. Okay. Let me get this out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to get 12 for every month here. Okay. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then we have the Page of Wands as well. Oh! I feel like... Where did it go? Your astrology just disappeared. Okay. Let's see. Well, let's get into the... There. Let's get into the archetype here, Sagittarius. Okay, so 13 could be significant for you. I was born on the 13th. 13 is a good number for me. I also have 2 different tattoos that are 13s, because my sister was also born on the 13th, so yes. Let's see if this is going to put anything up here. Okay, there we go. All right, so sorry about that. Computer literally just like poof. No, none for you. All right. Dun, 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 dun. The crone, the witch, the old woman, the sage. The crone has seen it all. That's what I was talking about with that wisdom there. Nothing frightens or surprises her. She is in the final manifestation of the feminine trifecta of the mother, the maiden, and the crone. She laughs at notions of good or bad, right or wrong, as she's seen the earth churning, smoldering, taking life, and giving life. The crone energy accepts everything in, devouring beauty and suffering with the same mouth. Using their energy to reveal hidden secrets and knowledge, her energy resides in all of us, though it is feared by most for its power and unconventional relationship with death and the macabre. Awakening the crone is dangerously rich and unapologetically magic. We love it. So there could definitely be some heightened, clairvoyant, psychic, intuitive, wise aspects here. Things that we need to stay away from would be vindictiveness, bitterness, isolation, being ostracized. But maybe look up Lilith, Baba Yaga, Hecate. Those are all going to be themes. But she's the master of letting go. She rejects nothing, so I love that for sure. All right, so what 2026 is going to look like for you. December is desire softens and motivation's going to be shifting. We have the Emperor starting off strong in January here, which is interesting because I feel like you're going to be feeling like that you're less driven off of adrenaline and more like this is being more intentional. Old ideas of fun, romance, freedom might start feel kind of empty. It's giving like I don't want to chase anymore. I just want to feel something real. Okay. Now for February, joy starts to get kind of serious. Like, also, I believe Neptune moves into Aries, which is the card that you drew on the 26th. So that's where a lot of that stuff is going to come from. We're not going to force clarity anymore. On the 13th, Saturn also enters Aries as well. You're going to be forced to get honest about dating, creativity, projects. Like I said, the casual dynamics are just not going to be satisfying you. We also have the Knight of Swords in reverse, so this might be a time that you should slow down just a little bit. That way you're not missing something. The Knight of Swords in reverse can be very unpredictable. So I feel like the commitments that you're needing to make here, you need to think about them and whether they're worth your energy. So maybe choose depth over novelty and set some boundaries with pleasure and time. That's the wisdom here. Okay, March. March is going to be a big month. I feel like this might be a month where burnout might be significant, that like you can't keep running that way. There's a lunar eclipse and there's also Mercury retrograde that happens in March. So March is going to be a pretty big month for everyone. But we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse, so I feel like there's definitely something that might need to change within your immediate environment with the people around you. There could be some group conflict. Could be at work, could be within your family. But like I said, there could be a work-life imbalance that's going to throw you off. And we need to redefine our systems, like refine them. Find kind of what's draining your energy this month. Let's see. April, we have the Five of Swords, so your strength might be tested here. This Uranus enters Gemini on the 25th of April, and this is going to be looking at, like, if you're in a connection already, how you need freedom inside of the connection, not outside of it. And this will be a good time for you to speak your truth clearly and calmly. One-on-one relationships can definitely suddenly change, especially with that energy back here in March. Anything restrictive or stagnant could start to seem pretty unbearable. So basically, don't stay loyal to commitments that feel like it's going to limit your growth here. Like I said, there's going to be a strength, like a test strength, maybe some conflict, and it's a time for you to be assertive within your decisions. Ooh. Okay, let's see. January, February, March, April, May is the Hermit. So definitely could be a time where you go within and really seek the answers that you are wanting. This is an energy that also, like, around your astrology, it's being selective with your energy once again, letting consistency replace adrenaline. Getting more grounded, like less reactive, less restless. This is, I think, where maybe like you're going to gain some confidence and it's going to stabilize for you. So that'll be good. That'll be good. Kind of a fire sign integration month, really. June, we have the Five of Wands in reverse. Lots of threes, fives, okay. The Five of Wands in reverse talks about a complex situation, trickery. Jupiter moves from Cancer into Leo, and Leo is very boisterous and loud, but there might be some type of emotional work that you're going to need to be doing in June, around trust, intimacy, shared energy, things of that nature. Like I said, I feel like optimism and confidence are really going to start to rise back in May, so that'll be good. And then having June in Leo is a very expansive energy that revolves around your persona. You might feel lighter and like you can move forward in this month. This is about releasing a lot of emotional baggage in the past, and I feel like you'll be ready, after this emotional clearing back here in May, to start expanding. July is a month of expansion with edits. We also have the star here in reverse. I think that at this point we've seen what we don't want, and so that's a good way for us to look to the opportunities that we do. Sometimes doing things antagonistically is the way to find your truest north, I feel like this month will be a good month for traveling, teaching, opportunities to increase, and so don't let the opportunities pass you by because you're too focused on the things that you don't want. Say yes to growth and tighten up on some execution in July. August here, we love to see it. The Four of Wands talks about home and stability, beauty, milestones, community. They're celebrating. They're back here. They've reached through this little threshold here and they're back there. August is also a really big month. We have a Leo solar eclipse and we also have a Pisces lunar eclipse as well. So this could definitely, this is your destiny pivot here this month. Maybe you get rid of a belief system that's been keeping you stuck for a long time. This is a moment where you realize, in order for me to have the stability, create the reality that I want to see, the opportunity that you've been working for, you realize, you cannot go back to who you used to be. So releasing an old version of ourselves, choosing truth over comfort at this point, and trusting that the new direction is the way to go, even though it's unfamiliar. Okay, September, we have the Queen of Cups. So she is very nurturing, open to receiving, compassionate. She's very receptive. Like I said, open to receiving. So this also could be a month where, like I said, the stability is really coming in for you, but really throughout your emotional world, which makes daily life seem very manageable for you. That goes into Virgo season, and that Virgo season is about health, routines, rhythm, improvements, and things of that nature. So you'll probably start to feel like the new life that you're creating is a lot more sustainable. But you'll have to lock in certain habits. Stay really self-aware as far as your emotional intelligence goes, so that way you can create those different routines that are going to serve your highest purpose. Do it slowly. October, we have the Lovers here. So there definitely could be, if you're single, there could be a new connection that's coming in for you. The Lovers talks about choices, commitment, love, beauty. taking on responsibility, alignment, balance. Also as Gemini energy out here. So there could be some desires or values that are tested around love as well. Old relationship patterns could resurface. Venus retrograde begins, and so having the Lovers with Venus retrograde, like I said, there could be a lot of old relationship behavioral patterns that come up. This is a month that you need to definitely assess what you want to tolerate, what you don't want to tolerate. So it's, you know, giving like, I don't want this to drain me anymore. So observe patterns for sure. November, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So, and he's a very sturdy knight. He's slow and methodical, and he approaches. He's got all these crops out here that he needs to harvest, but he has this one pentacle and he's taking good care of it. He's very responsible. Okay, Sagittarius. So the Venus retrograde will end in November, and standards for you at this point need to be solidified. You know, having the emotional clarity around whatever's going on in the latter half of the year here. And understanding like what you're available for now within your connections. Maintaining your boundaries effortlessly. Especially because it moves into December here, where we have the Devil in reverse, and that's the releasing of the bondage, which I feel like with the Crone, that's where the wisdom comes in here. We finally make it to the point that we put down all of those toxic attachments. We start to choose ourselves. We start to choose freedom in the right way. No more self-imposed limitations. And ironically, it talks about in your astrology the wisdom being embodied. And so I feel like that's going to give you a lot more faith in yourself and able to trust yourself and where your direction is going. Overall, I feel like you just need to stop running from discomfort, stop chasing the wrong kinds of freedom. Not louder, not faster, just more true, you know? All right, we're going to get a couple of shadow cards as well. Shame. There could be a shadow aspect around shame. Shame just leaves you very lonely, so needs to be brought to life here. Only then can you begin to heal it. You have to ask yourself, like, for me, I was like, what do I despise of myself? What is it? That was the way that I started my shadow integration. But this is talking about, like, you are holding on to things that truly actually don't define you, and we need to release the shame. It's being stuck in the past about stuff that you literally can't change, and the only way to make a change is to take the next step forward in the right direction. There could be something around being naive. You're not seeing things the way, like you're seeing things with rose-colored glasses. You've got to face truth here with eyes wide open. I don't know if this is, it's got to be something within your environment, a connection, something like that. Like, you're only seeing what you want to see. And that's never helpful. Acceptance. Lies. There you go. Well, are you telling yourself lies, Sagittarius? You telling yourself lies? It says you're lying to yourself and those around you. There's a secret that needs to emerge for true alignment to occur. I'm telling you, secrets keep you sick. So We got to get through that for sure. See, let's do one more shuffle through here, and then we'll get your abundant attraction card as well. Because I want to see what the good stuff is, you know what I mean? I want to see what the good stuff is. Not like this isn't all insincere. I said, really watch the people that are around you in your life. You got to be true to yourself, Sagittarius. You're not going to be able to move forward if you're going along with what everybody else wants you to do. I feel like that's an overarching theme for all of us, all signs. Like, we got to put the persona and the ego down and quit living out of fear and survival. I know I've been working on it for sure. That's how I started this YouTube channel, so. All right, let's see what we got here. Spirit, tell me about Sagittarius 2026. Abundance. Abundance, abundance. This is the year that you start living truthfully and intentionally. Okay? Boom. Limitless universe. Look at all of that. Look at all those beautiful colors. Hello? Yes. The universe is boundless and abundant. Open your heart to receive without limits, walking in the truth of your dreams. Do not take away from others. There's also, we have emotional mastery out here. No amount of material success can bring lasting peace if you haven't cultivated it within. No matter how great your external ambitions may be, remember that your inner world is the ultimate achievement. Yes, it is, Queen. Yes, it is. Okay, let's see what these other two are. Okay, so there's a fear of responsibility. That could be something that's going on with all of this emotional connection stuff that needs to be looked at. Either that or like you're running from failure and you're running from like your own, you're afraid of your own potential of some sort. We also have a golden idea. So, you know, the Knight of Pentacles down here, he has that coin, and you could get a sudden inspiration that starts to make you hopeful and brings you enthusiasm into your life. Yeah. Begin taking the deliberate steps that you need to make it into a reality for 2027. If it doesn't, you know, if it start taking actionable steps. As soon as you get that intuitive download, as soon as you get that, you know, that golden thing, which actually could happen back here in May, since we're going within here. It says all life's answers are within you. Like, that could be where you find this golden idea here. I said there's a lot around relationships towards August, September, and October. So really pay attention to that. Like I said, but you do have the crone. So this is going to be, once again, the year that you really see the wisdom of all of your hard lessons that you've learned, and practice that acceptance of the situation. She accepts all. And she laughs at, you know, at not being able to move through a situation or a scenario. There's no such thing as good or bad. I think it's all good. It's just all redirecting everything into your alignment. So anyway, this is what I have for you, Sagittarius. I love you so much. Make sure that you comment, subscribe. Your engagement is super, super important right now. Like, really important. So let me know if this resonates with you, what you're doing, what you're grateful for. Make sure that you comment your name with a money bag sign. I do a free reading for one of my subscribers at the end of the month. Make sure that you hit the bell so that way you'll know whenever the winner is announced, and you know whenever my readings post. So I love you so much. I like doing these 2026 readings, but there's always so much information that I'm trying to, like, part within them that I don't feel like I get to really connect to y'all. So I will be excited to do another individual sign reading for the most current energy for y'all, which I post all the time, so it should be pretty soon. But I love you again, Sagittarius. If you're new here, thank you for being here. Make sure you're subscribed, and if you are returning, I freaking love you. Thank you. Anyway, see you next time. Bye.